What's up, guys? I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but I've had the car out several times. I've been tuning it, and I've gotten the car up to 11 pounds of boost now. I put a different wastegate spring in it, and up the boost quite a bit, 11 to 12 depending on weather conditions and traction. I put Nitto 305s on the back of it, the 555 NTs, and the car's hooking up pretty good. It was transfer weight really good. It was making awesome power. I think it was ripping. Actually, my buddy Jason and I had it out last night, and it was doing quite well. And then today I was out driving it, and I had went to get on it, and I noticed that my the car was running lean and popping and banging and breaking up real bad. So I got out of it and took a look at my fuel pressure gauge, and my fuel pressure had dropped by 20 pounds from about 58 to 43, well, 15 or whatever. But I noticed that I got it home and tested the pumps, and there's a huge difference in the way the pumps sound now. That one sounds normal, and this one sounds like something's wrong. So I'm about to get the tank back out of it and figure out what the heck happened. It's got those twin Walbro 450. It's the high pressure version, the 274 part number, and they're only, I don't know, a couple months old, if that, and they've only had 5 weeks of runtime on them, maybe 6. But kind of unusual for a pump failure, but I'm gonna get into it and see what's going on. All right, guys, I got the fuel tank pulled back and everything disconnected for the most part, and I ended up finding the problem. The Gates hose that's supposed to be good for 100 psi and submersible, and it says submersible fuel line right there on it. I just cut it back a little bit and it blew out. I thought maybe I tightened the clamp down too much, but it didn't even start really at the clamp. It started outside the clamp area and it just gone. It just blew right out of there. So anyway, that's why I was making 40 pounds of fuel pressure. I managed to get through both jackets on it, and yeah, pretty messed up. I'm kind of surprised. Maybe I did over tighten the clamp, but I've never had this happen before, so that's kind of new on me. But I'm not impressed by this hose, and I'm gonna put it back together and see if it holds. But no doubt that makes me nervous to go out and beat on this thing with, since this happened. But I guess I'll just keep an eye on my fuel pressure gauge, make sure I'm not dropping fuel pressure. But man, that's messed up. I can't believe it. Normally Gates products are like top of the line stuff, so I can't believe this failed. But it is what it is. It's failed. So yeah, I guess I'll put it back together and I'll update you guys on how. Roll up the windows here. So I'm out driving the car, and one of my buddies dropped by, and he's got a pretty sweet Fox body. Made almost 900 horsepower last time I was on the dyno, and it's just about 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. And so we're out goofing around right now, and I got the Jag, and we're just kind of getting in trouble here, but I figured I'd record some of it and maybe pop it up at the end of the last video where I was having fuel issues. I got the fuel issues resolved. As it turns out, my fuel filter was clogged. It's a Summit billet fuel filter, 10 micron, and it was just clogged up. It just got a whole bunch of crap in it. So I ended up, that's the reason the line blew. It must have had a ton of pressure behind it, but it took the line out, and then when I put it all back together, it still wasn't developing as much pressure as it did. Took out the fuel system, and or the fuel filter rather, and of course it was all clogged up. I ended up back flushing it, and it's fine. So it's been running good since. But yeah, just out enjoying this nice night. We got like a 60-degree night right now, so it's like for October for Michigan, it's awesome. So I'm seriously kind of tempted to see what he's gonna do with this car. Maybe I'll cut and then come back to it after we get goofing around. Oh, that's awesome. We're in Mexico.